What is going on, everyone, and welcome to Kart 63. My name is Ben. Thank you very much for stopping by. Real quick, if you didn't mind hitting a like on this video, possibly subscribe to the channel, that would be fantastic. I know that probably is super repetitive after, I don't know when I started that shtick, but it's the way to get it done in the beginning of every video, and I'm sorry, it happens. So I was kind of scrolling through my list of videos to do, and another video was suggested by a new Karter, and I thought that would be a fantastic idea. Now, let me preface this. Is that the word? I don't know how to spell terminology. I think this is, I don't know. I probably should have checked before I wrote it, but anyway, new Karters. Some terminology for the brand new Karter. Say this is 2024 and you decided that you want to go kart racing. What are some of the terms that you're going to be hearing at track? Okay, I have so if you see me look down here, it's very unprofessional. I know, I'm still just a dude in front of a cell phone. No high, quality type of stuff going on here, but I have a list of things I could think of right offhand, and I'm sure this is not the end all be all of all the terms that you need to know for racing. I have like 250 videos of crap that you might want to take a peek at if you're curious about kart racing, but these are just a couple of things. I give what it is and a short explanation of what that might be. The first I've written down is Duro. Now, it probably is not, this is not in order of importance. I was just picking things out that might, somebody new might go, what the heck is that? Duro is the softness or hardness of your tire. And you'll often hear a number attached to that, say 55, which is slightly harder on the durometer. The lower the number, the lower the durometer. A 35 durometer is a much softer, stickier type tire. Okay, number two I've written down is Stagger. Stagger is big tires on your right side, small tires on your left side. It is the difference in circumference between your right side tires and left side tires. Think of a red Solo Cup and how one end is bigger than the other. And if you roll it on its side, it turns. That is Stagger. You want to have roughly about 1.5 inches front stagger, somewhere in the neighborhood of 1 inch rear stagger, less or more depending on track. Okay, loose and tight. The simplest way to explain this is tight is your nose hits the wall first. Loose is your rear hits the wall first. So tight is what is called understeer. You turn the wheel, it does not turn. That is tight. Loose is where you turn the wheel and it turns too much. Therefore, what I said first, when you're coming off the turn, there's the wall. If you do this, your nose is going to hit first because you're too tight. If you are too loose, you're going to snap loose and your rear end is going to hit the wall first. Loose and tight. Next up, I have prep. Prep is prepping your tires. It is soaking your tires with chemicals. Soak tires, also tire dope. There's all sorts of terminology, but it is called prepping tires. You can prep tires at track, you can prep tires at home, you can prep tires from the inside outside. I have more than enough videos on prepping tires and what that is all about. Clutch and clutch engagement. Clutch is, it's a clutch. It goes on your engine at a certain RPM, which is called clutch engagement, is when the discs, or if it's a shoe, or if the shoes are thrown out, they hit the outside drum and they come connected. That makes the engine drive the axle. Same with the disc clutch. It hits a certain RPM. The pressure plates and the clutch discs are like, they have a gap, and as soon as you hit a certain RPM, they collapse, they get together, they cause friction, and they cause the kart to drive forward. Along with that is gearing. Gearing is selecting the teeth on your clutch to your rear gear. That has a ratio. That is going to be, for instance, a 3 ratio. Now, when somebody says, what gearing you're running, 3, it's short for 3 to 1. It is 3 times the revolution of the engine, or vice versa. Anyway, somebody says, "All right, you want an 1157? That is the how many? You have 11 clutch and a 57 rear, and it has an overall ratio. You would divide the rear gear by the front gear, and that's it. If you have a jack shaft, it's a little more complex. It is belt or chain side on the engine. Come over, you multiply that by the clutch, and I have a video on that as well. Anyway, what else? Roll speed. Roll speed is how fast your kart goes down the straightaway. If you have too much stagger, it will hamper roll speed. If your tire pressure is too low, if you don't have high enough tire pressure, it will cause the kart to be in the track too much. It will kill roll speed. Scaling. Scaling is the percentages in which your kart is laid out. So when you sit on a set of scales, there will be 4 corners that are being weighed at the same time. Your percentages, how much cross, which is your pressure between your left rear and your right front, your left side, your rear weight, your front weight are all in percentages. That is scaling. Every different chassis has a different set of numbers that they like to be scaled to. They perform better, and you can change the dynamics of your chassis by changing the scale numbers. And I'm sure that I'm missing a ton. Maybe when I'm jabbing here, I can throw out some. But to all my avid viewers, I think you're avid. You're here every week. to any of my subscribers, any viewers of this video, if you have anything that I think maybe, or you think that maybe a new karter terminology-wise should know, something that I missed. If you want to put that down in the comments, please. If you're brand new to this sport, welcome. I love kart racing. I've been doing it for 20 plus years now. There's 21, she'll be 22 this year, so I've been racing 22 years coming this year, so over 20 years. I suppose I start changing that. Instead of 20 years, it's 20 plus years. I have no plans on going anywhere, micro sprints or big cars or anything. Not saying that I wouldn't, but I love kart racing. I love the family aspect. I love the bare bones racing that you get from kart racing. I love it. I absolutely love it. That's why I have a whole channel dedicated to it. I have no plans on going anywhere, and just welcome to the family if you are planning on kart racing. It is such a good time. There's so much to learn. There's such a good time to be had at the track with friends and family and everything else. Get out to your local dirt track. If you're checking this out and you haven't been yet, go out. Just watch the races. Just pay the gate fee, go in and walk around the pits, watch the races, see how much excitement it brings people and frustration. You almost need to have a little bit of a competitive nature, if not a little overkill, kind of like mine, of that competitive nature that makes you want to do your best on track. So there you go. I really hope you guys are having, again, a wonderful New Year's. It's just the start of 2024. I think a lot of really big things are kind of on the horizon for kart racing. Honestly, it's one of the cheapest forms of motorsports there is. You're not going to go be running the big cars for anywhere what it costs us. Yes, tires are expensive. Yes, engines are expensive. But in comparison to other forms of motorsports, it's really not that bad. And maybe you should get out to a kart track and go and have fun with your friends and families, just like I do. So there you go, guys, from Ben at Kart 6T3. Still weird to kind of say that. I don't know. Anyway, I appreciate every single one of you coming by, and I'll see you in the next video. Later.